Shut up and kiss me.
Gay! So I just had to. He's supposed to be straight as a ruler.
I don't know what to say.
Me either.
You had such feelings for me. I don't. It's just those deeply muscular, heavily oiled, hard-bodied.
Bye!
Horned up.
Bi-curious! Excuse me.
Be honored to share an all-gender bathroom with any.
The man do look hot, though. Ahem. Excuse me.
I could have done without the time.
You want?
I'm happy for you, Marcus. But to me, you already were an angel.
An angel in disguise. That's gay. Oh, God.
Oh, that's God now. Now, remember, Marcus, no one can see the face of God. It is a light too pure and beautiful to witness. So close your eyes, for he who looks upon God's face will see no more.
Marcus!
I'm really gonna miss him.
Oh, yeah, who's that?
Get out of the way. Every old gender bathroom is taken down there, and I can't hold it much longer.
Hey, he's still farting. Oh, Mike. So this is a good episode of Mike Mysteries, because I've seen this like 4 times.
Shut your eyes! You're in the presence of God! Ooh, it feels so good. I feel you, God.
Uh-oh.
I feel you, God.
He's gonna see his own reflection.
I've never seen my face before. I'm so beautiful.
So he blows this up, turn into ash. Oh dear.
Nothing. Just didn't want to be an angel.
Oh, man, I'm gonna get copyright for this. Shit.
Whatever. Let's get the out of here.
Well, maybe we can stop in that department store and see about getting me a new pair of sweatpants. Because I took a shit in these.
And basically, what, the sky is falling? I swear, this show is just so weird. I don't know how to explain it. So, it's called oh, look at that, pun intended. He can't go home again, bell rings. I think this is when, I forgot his name, Marcus, right? Whom is supposed to be this gay, oh, the Warner Brothers logo. They're really strict at that for some odd reason. The thing is, he's supposed to be this gay ghost because he actually died. And he actually hangs out with, what's that girl's name? Lee? Yeah, what was her name? I think it's Lee. I wasn't paying attention. Along with, Tyson and Pigeon. Basically, that's name, well, that's not his actual name. That's his nickname because he did turn into a pigeon. And they actually just do these like random mysteries together, and it's just so out of context. I do not know how to explain it, and I'm putting my shirt back on, by the way. So after I did a little rant with my brother on that YouTuber that I'm not gonna mention again, at least for a long period, right? Hold on. Oh boy, I apologize. I had to clean up my face. Well, just wash it off, I suppose. No, yeah, it doesn't look like it's wet, but it is wet. If you can see up close. Hey, there we go. I know, it doesn't seem like it. It's weird. But it is wet. But yeah, after watching that episode, it kind of, you know what, I just wanted to share this because there's a lot of things that have been on my mind, and I know I've been upping a lot because I got so much to say. I wonder, though, why does religion exist? That's interesting. I like how it fades out like that. And, oh gosh, this show's on, really? I'm gonna change it. Yeah, I'm good. Sorry, I don't like, because I'm not for the D-South, so, even though it doesn't mean anything, I don't like oh, I'm gonna get copyright for South Park. And that's the Good Times with Weapons episode.
Don't worry, Kyle. Craig's not gonna tell on us.
I'm sure, if Stan really look like him, okay, I gotta stop complimenting. Like, Stan looks really cute in that, ninja form. Anywho, let me actually move this to the side just to actually avoid copyright, because, yeah, I actually had that incident from another episode that I basically have, share my thoughts, and I had to jump cut it. The thing is, what I don't get is that, like religion is made or created, or you could say, well, I want to say, well, like, yeah, I can explain it. It's not invented, but I guess you could say created, because everyone actually has their own values and such, and we all have our different versions of heaven, of course. I mean, I guess, you know, I don't know. Like, maybe, like, my version of heaven, at least from, like, I guess you could say a Navajo perspective, right? Because I got my dream catcher, and I've been getting a lot of dreams lately. Oh, that's, Dion, that's right. You're supposed to share that dream. Yeah, I'm going to do that right now. I think that when we die, okay, because I know people tend to thinking, especially, I think a lot of atheists, even though I kind of fit in that category, you would see nothing, right? Which means in my version, since I can kind of relate to that, I think when we die, you're having an eternal sleep, which doesn't make sense, because imagine if you get shot, or if you probably get run over by a bus, or if you basically drown to death. Yeah, I don't know how that's possible, right? But, I mean, the thing is, I guess in life, we're not supposed to know until we pass. Because think about it, if we do know, then that's probably going to cost us some wars and other religions. So let's just say that if you're basically from Malaysia, right, and you're thinking that, oh, if you're Muslim and you're gay, then you go to hell, right? Then compared to Buddhists, how they, I'm just going to make this up, right? Like when it comes to reincarnation, they know that dogs, like in the movie, go to heaven. But I'm sure Muslims, they don't think that way, right? And yet again, I'm sure there are Buddhists that accept gays, of course. You know, there are homophobic ones. And that'll probably just cause a war in the country. Next thing you know, probably like the left side of Malaysia, which is probably close to like Singapore and whatnot, which is like in the Buddhist region. I think most of Singapore is Buddhist, right? I gotta look that up, because they are Chinese speakers. Usually most people are Chinese, that are Buddhists or atheists. They'll probably support that than someone probably like above Borneo or in Indonesia. They'll probably, like, the right side is not right? And, you know, I don't know. It's just that everyone has different beliefs. And for me personally, for the dream, I know I should explain it right away, but I didn't. Dion, how can you explain this? You're doing good. You are. I had a dream. I typed it on my MacBook because it actually helps me remember. Because I thinking after you wake up, you will forget the dream after like 20 seconds or something. I literally have my MacBook right here, right next to my bed. I never turn off, by the way. Don't know how this, you know, piece of scenery survives. I actually literally like had a dream of the Brazilian boy named Wesley on my Instagram. I'm not gonna go back on there, at least just checking messages or anything. I refuse. On the time that I had with him. And this actually put it in more detail. He's the one that reached out to me because of my, I'm sure for anyone that's Indian, especially my male viewers, you probably know where I'm coming from because of Baba Ramdev. I heard about him. He's supposed to be this guru that basically does, I think it's called like Nali, right? I like to mention this because, like, shit, Dion, like, this say it, alright? Like, honestly, people have some other shitty things to say. He basically does this yoga exercise with his abdomen, right? And he supposed to, like, I think he, like, flex, like, the middle part out. Kind of like how it's, like, an alien shape, and then your navel is supposed to be, like, the mouth, and then, of course, your nipple is just, like, the face, right? Maybe that's why I probably find aliens attractive, just to see men doing that. Because, I don't know, it's hot, right? I can't help it. I must have had this weird fetish, for years. I discovered it when I was, Dion, when did you first discover it? Well, I'm not gonna say who, because he's probably having, man, I don't want to go that far back. I can see bad memories. Let's just say I just saw a boy at the time, because I was in high school when this happened. He basically does that stuff with his stomach, right? He was Dutch and Colombian, I think. And I actually Skyped with him once. And then next thing you know, I didn't know he had a girlfriend. And he didn't want to actually stay in contact with me. And I liked him. He was hot. I remember he had like a mole, I think, in his face or something. I'm not mentioning who it is. But, I don't know why he didn't want me to mention him. Like, you basically showing your face on YouTube. He was hot as hell. But, that's how I kind of discovered it. Right? And basically for Wesley, the Brazilian boy, I think he was light-skinned. He was. I mean, Brazilians are practically Americans, but they speak Portuguese. he would basically ask me if I can do videos of him, right? I mean, sharing videos of him doing the little stomach, the nollie thing. It was hot as I did pleasure myself when he did that. And by the way, I asked, are you at least 18? I still have the chest. I've not deleted it ever since you blocked me. He said he was 19, right? And I don't mind. And basically, you know, he would do that. He would, like, slowly suck in his stomach, and then he would, like, flex it out, and I would see him, like, kind of, like, sagging his pants. It was hot. My heart was racing really fast, and he looked so intimidating, really muscular, and he was kind of chubby, though. But, man, he can move his stomach like crazy. I loved him. I did. Honestly, I would share, like, I really like you. I do, right? And he's bi, because he told me that he actually had, like, an ex-girlfriend, from what he told me. But yet again, he told me that he had depression and anxiety, even though he kind of told someone else that I want to reach out to Amigo during the time because I liked him, right? Just to, like, reach out to him, that he really hurt my feelings. He basically encouraged him to tell him to, oh, let's go kill himself, right? Whatever the hell that means. Basically, he wants me just to end it, right? By suicide, and it hurts when he said that. I was really upset. I was, and he thinks I'm sober, so I could, like, you literally were threatening me. And I liked him. I even tried to follow his, well, I think it's on private or he deleted everything, but I did follow his TikTok. I don't want to give it out, though. Okay, fine. It just says Nolly_Korea on it, and has some, like, weird picture of, like, blue and green spots on it. I don't know. But he's anonymous, right? I don't know what he looks like. I don't care what he looks like. I just know that his personality and, I'm gonna be honest, his body shape really got me excited in a way. Emotionally. Okay, and affectionately. If that makes sense, right? I didn't even ask to see his penis. I didn't ask any of that. I just like to see him moving his stomach around. It's hot. And that's the dream I had. Well, not exactly the dream, but that's who he is. In the dream, how much time I got left? Okay, good. I got 7 minutes. Was basically him doing a little nollie trick with another guy on, I think it was me observing. It's probably like online somewhere. It's hard to explain it. It's like I'm like the camera, right? Those two, they were actually having a FaceTime each other of probably belly dancing to each other, and they like each other, right? And I've said each other like 4 times now. And this is just like in my dream. He looked really handsome. He had black hair. He definitely looked like he's Mexican in a way, but light-skinned. He looked like he could probably have a German descent, maybe. And, you know, just basically in shape. And he was in his room. And I don't remember exactly in his room. I just know that he was, like, lying down. He was probably doing, like, the little stomach things when he was sitting up. And I was upset. Like, you probably moved on to probably do this with another guy without me knowing it behind my back. And it probably was a nice house, probably like a 2-story, and it looked like it, maybe like the back of his room. I'm just making this up, though. I'm trying to remember this in my dream. It's probably like wood or something, and maybe just like a cozy, like, home, you know, like how they have like a Mexican home, you know, because we tend to have like small houses, right? Which is kind of funny, though, to think about. If you see around my neighborhood, yeah, you can definitely tell what a typical Mexican house looks like. And I don't remember what the other guy looked like. I'm sure he was also Hispanic. He probably maybe like, not chubby, maybe chubby, but like average built, right? And around his age. And he also had black hair. And I'm sure for Wesley, he probably like brown eyes. Maybe like light brown. I don't know. Okay, I'm kind of make this story up because I remember that dream because I typed in my MacBook. And basically the time I typed it in, and I can't believe it's the first day of March. I'm not wearing my St. Patrick's beanie. The dream was around 8:32 earlier tonight. Yeah, I woken up late because I was clinically depressed, right? And, you know, maybe just from a spiritual, I'm not sure. I could think, if I could see this, you know, I kind of like felt like Buddhist morals in a way. It's more like a Gnostic spiritualist. I'm just making this up. Basically, like, my religion is probably like believing stuff that happened in my dream that may have happened, right? So he probably met someone before me knowing. Oh boy. So I put that. I did make a video about him on another channel that I forgot the name was. I'm sure you could probably find it, like 19-year-old Brazilian boy that it says something heartbroken or something. It had a picture of him doing the nollie with his stomach, right? So, and yes, he gave me permission, and even if not, it doesn't matter at this point, right? It's nothing like, you know, graphic or nude related, and why the hell would I even post that in the first place? But basically, maybe this is like if there is a heaven that exists, it would be like a boy like him that I like, that would probably date for eternity, and, you know, probably not struggling with my social anxiety anymore, and maybe not just be as suicidal. I don't know. I don't even want to know. Okay, everyone has different beliefs in the religion. That's it. Because it's based off, like, superstitions or folktale. I like to use that term. And basically how we follow. You know, like, for me, from my Arizona folktale I made up. Whenever I see that cute crescent moon, I love the moon. I'm obsessed with it because I was born at night. So maybe that's why. And I'm a Sagittarius in the house, which is why I'm mixed. Right? Because Sagittarius means half horse and half human. Even though there's also centaur, and there's another name for Sagittarius. I forgot the name of it though. There's another definition. I can't put my finger on it. Whenever I see the moon, it's basically flying my journey to the destination and basically my journey back home. Right? Because destination could probably be a long trip. And then next thing you know, I'm relieved that I basically made it to the store, walk back home with no worries whatsoever, and that's it. Because, yes, I do walk 3 miles whenever I go to Dollar Tree or whatever, because I do not want to go to Walmart until I don't know when. It could be the next day, I don't know. Definitely not the next day, but you get where I'm coming from, right? That's basically what I made up because, well, you know, I tend to not feel, it's extremely rare or I feel like I'm in danger for anyone in our neighborhood. It's really safe. Otherwise, I won't be working out at night, right? That's basically kind of like my folktale, like a spiritual, like religion point of view that I probably see the moon as maybe like an angel that's a rock, right? I'm just making this up, by the way, from my autistic brain, and the dreams, you know, they do predict like what's going on. Like, Dion, you basically are trying to move on from someone that you liked, and they hurt you. They did. Right? And not to mention being abandoned. I actually read this somewhere. Hold on. Okay, sorry for the awful quality. This is by ideapod.com. Dreaming of another man in a relationship. So basically it says here that your conscience may be telling you that you're not ready to commit to one person yet. That's true. And you want to test the waters. And maybe you feel like you're not good enough for them. And you don't deserve them. And I feel that way from Wesley, what he did. And I still like him. I do. And yeah, I do feel lonely and unworthy. I don't even need to read any of this. You're not happy? Well, I'm not in a relationship. A dream is more than just a dream, and dreams are powerful, and they basically affect you based on your life. So, yeah, it's like what that boy did, the Southeast Asian boy. I literally had a dream that he would stop texting me, and he would erase our messages, and that's what he did. Well, like, for the pictures and whatever, before he lied twice about his age, right? He didn't tell me. He wasn't honest. I felt hurt. I have. And it still messes up with my brain because I've been vulnerable. And he basically see me kind of weak because he's much taller and grown. And maybe that's why I like boys are much bigger than me and masculine. I don't know. Maybe, I guess it's a power thing. Because what that can do with it of me. I know I mentioned this multiple times already. When I was 7 and the family member was 16, you know, like, that's sick, right? I hope I'm not the only person here that thinks it's sick. If not, then I don't know anymore. I don't. You know, and that's why it's hard, because I feel that I'm not lovable, and I don't like sex, okay? I find it gross. Even though I do like to watch porn, but there's still parts in porn I might need to spend on another video, maybe, but basically, I wouldn't only date a boy that can do that naughty stuff. It's hot. It makes me emotionally happy when he does. I don't know why. Maybe because it's different. People think it's weird. I like weirdness. That's basically part of me that's hidden. Let me share an example. I just noticed I got like 30 seconds left, and that's him when he's younger? Interesting. So his name is Wesley. He's a Colombian TikToker. He's really popular in his country. He's 24, by the way. And he literally does this with his stomach. It's hot as hell. I don't know why. I'm gonna be honest. It arouses me. It makes me emotionally happy. All right, like aroused, happily and aroused. I don't know. Yeah, weird music, but you see that? It's hot. It is, especially when he's like pulling down his underwear. It's so manly. I can't help it. All right, feel free to bully me if you want. I'm just being honest. No.